and
Hold on, start that thought over again, bro.
So the plot of Scott Pilgrim is basically Scott Pilgrim is like 23. He lives with like his he lives with like a roommate. He has a roommate. He's in a band. The band, they go to this party. He meets this girl named Ramona Flowers, and he like basically falls like head over heels for her. And he basically finds out that she has like 7 evil exes, and in order for him to like date her, he has to beat those 7 evil exes.
Beat him in what way?
Like he gotta fight them, like like
fisticuffs.
I'm fighting for your love, literally.
Like that. Yeah, like he gotta beat the shit out of these people. Like on some like it'd be like if Goku met Chi-Chi, and then like, oh, in order for him to marry Chi-Chi, he gotta fight a bunch of niggas in his way.
Oh, so it's like the fighting of the suitors.
Yeah, you could say it like that. But the show
almost like Odysseus mollywopping all the suitors in that one room.
Yeah. so this is spoilers because the show literally just Friday.
I guess you could talk spoilers.
Is it really spoilers that the movie came out 15 years ago?
Yes, it's a spoiler because like it doesn't really like this is its own thing. Like it's not like
it follows like straight up the books.
No, it doesn't even really follow the books. What it does is, and that's why I said spoiler. I was saying I don't know if you could put like the spoiler tag warning just to be on the safe side. If you can't, that's fine.
Hold on, bro. Kind of.
It sounds like it's following inspiration, but it's in the original story randomly created.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is. Because in this one, in the first episode, it almost follows the book in the movie, etc., beat for beat. And Scott is about to have their first fight with Ramona's first ex-boyfriend, but he gets sucked into a vortex, and everybody assumed that he died. So the show follows Ramona, his soon-to-be girlfriend, and how she's trying to find Scott. Because if you notice, the show isn't called Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's called Scott Pilgrim Takes All. So if I don't know. Personally, I liked it.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off and needs to be found. Yeah, it should have been that.
I kind of want there to be a season 2, but I understand if there's not a season 2.
So it doesn't end or the ending is not leading into something new.
No, it's not. Like,
so it just stops.
Like it. So I guess I could spoil it, but basically, it kind of ends like how the movie originally ended with Scott and Ramona getting together. Like they get together, but it's in a much different like way than it is in the books and the movie and stuff like that. So I would kind of like for them to do a season 2 because we never really saw like the movie just kind of ends with them getting together, and so does the book.
Does Scott fight the 7 boyfriends in this show?
No.
Okay, so then it's easily they can make more seasons because the original quest.
Well, the thing
I call it quest, but the original purpose was to fight these characters. But you said this is a switch, so it's what's her name? Ramona.
Yeah.
She goes after Scott.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's kind of almost like, so she is not fighting like this fighting. She only has like one fight with one of her exes, but it's almost like she's having closure with her exes because she at first thinks that it was one of them that did it. Like they sent Scott away, but it's not none of them. So yeah. So they'd have to
make a new season.
So they'd have to like for season 2, they can't really have like any of her old exes. They would have to like probably make like a new antagonist.
They would have to draft up the new antagonist that had probably nothing to do relationship wise with the character, but more of an outsider. Probably looking in maybe a admirer that never came to talk or whatever. They can do something like that. But they got to make that antagonist very interesting and compelling. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of people that adore or not adored but admired someone but never talked to him. We probably in this panel had a whole bunch of people that have eyed us but never spoke.
Yeah.
But to make that character interesting, they got to really flesh out some details.
So, do you remember that game I used to play called Alan Wake?
Yes.
You know there's a sequel for it.
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
I've beaten it and I've platinumed it.
Well, Mr. Allen, you finally awake? I'm just kidding.
It was a really great game. I would highly recommend it.
All right, for like not on topic with the title, but another discussion that I think we should have. Has anyone seen the Blue-Eyed Samurai Netflix TV
I was
show?
literally going to start watching that. I saw it, but I have not seen it.
All I got is a couple of things. It's based off a lot of stuff, and from their own Netflix like blog, whatever. It's based on a lot of things I've never heard of, but a couple of things come to mind. It's very Kill Bill-esque. So the protagonist is one, not a heroic character. This is a very anti-hero character. Their goal is to find several people. So they are gonna have to make a couple seasons after this, but it reminds me of Kill Bill and Mulan. And I say by Mulan, not the singing, not the make a man
Mulan?
out of you. Mulan, yes, it reminds me of Mulan as well.
Ooh.
So there's no singing.
What's the name of
But-
this again? Samurai Blue?
The Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Blue Eye Samurai?
Blue-Eyed Samurai. Because I remember seeing it a couple weeks ago. I remember looking at like the previews, because if you like, or if you're idle on Netflix for too long, you'll start seeing previews. I remember seeing it. I'm like, oh, this looks good. And TikTok just kept throwing video edits at me of this show. And when I look at the comments, people are so hyper fixated on the antagonist's sexuality. One, because the main character, not a spoiler to you, King, but it's a woman. But it's a woman that masquerades wearing masculine clothing just because this is how she has to survive. I'm not going to spoil the detail why she has to survive in this 17th century period Japan. But she's a very likable character. And she's not a Mary Sue, meaning nothing can go wrong. She does a lot of shit that gets people killed, and she gets her ass kicked several times throughout this series. She's not superhuman. Like you will question like, how the fuck are you still alive on a lot of scenes? Because she gets stabbed in areas you would think would kill someone, but
They kill shot.
it's not like a lightsaber going, directly in your stomach, and you're like, hey, I'm good the next, couple of shots. Like this stuff carries on throughout the show and through episodes, but I like the character. I really do. I would say that this show should be studied to make like the character should be studied. This is how you make a character with a dramatic background, horrific background, a nice upbringing to this moment where she is now on a vengeful tirade through Japan, trying to get her targets. And the characters that joined with her, they're likable as well. So there's no one in this show that I didn't like. Everyone was fleshed out pretty well. And it's sad, you might tear up, a lot of action, blood, gore. If nudity bothers you, I'm talking about male genitalia. There's a couple of scenes in there. Fair warning. But they did really well. And I
It's
think
just a meat missile. What y'all being scared for?
Uncircumcised, uncut, in hair.
Yeah.
Uncircumcised, and they didn't shave down there. So,
Hey, his balls got a beard.
So I think if I remember correctly, it was a French company that did the animation. But yeah, it was great. It was so good. I got my computer wallpaper. It's the blue-eyed samurai. I like the character. It's pretty good. All right, I'm done.
All right. This is Delayed Takes, episode 18. I'm your host, Saint. We got Warwolf in here, Kiki the Don, and of course King Kareem. And yeah, it's gonna be a short episode, real short episode. But I see y'all watch Scott Pilgrim anime. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. I honestly forgot that it came out, but I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna
I always see it on Netflix.
See, I forgot it came out this weekend too, and I saw something. Did I see? Oh yeah, I saw a clip of it on YouTube, and then I was like, oh wait, that stuff dropped this weekend. It's only 8 episodes, so it's not that long.
like hour-long episodes? Or
No. They're
30
only like
minutes?
27 minutes.
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck? That's
They're not that long.
That's done within a day.
Shoot, you can get that done with an hour and 30 minutes, Brian. You know, hold you.
The Blue-Eyed Samurai, that's like 40 plus minutes per episode. I think the first episode was over an hour. The pilot, as I call it. That was over an hour.
What's your overall thoughts though after watching the whole thing? Since you're doing
I thought it was pretty good. I would if you're like a Scott Pilgrim fan, I would definitely recommend watching
it. Ken, you watched it or you? Ken,
Crickets.
What's up?
I said you watched it.
No, I haven't. I've seen the Scott Pilgrim shit.
Has everybody here watched the original Scott Pilgrim movie?
Oh, religiously. You know what? Where's Scott? You know what? He just left. if you know, you know.
Oh, fucking dead. I mean, let's dive into it. I know last week was a Marvel heavy episode, but we got to talk about this.
Loki? Or just Marvel in general?
No. We talking about Pedro Pascal
as
the
Mr.
news. Fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff came out. A lot of stuff came out after this, bro. Like I don't know how I feel about this. And I told Kiki this when we were talking about it. I'm like, my main issue is that like we're finding this out. Vanessa Kirby seems like a lock-in. I mean, we don't know. I mean, the cast was locked in, they said like months ago, and then now we're hearing Pedro Pascal because everybody's passing on the script left and right. They're like, oh nah, I don't want to do this role because it's rumored that Sue Storm is going to be more of the lead instead of Mr. Fantastic. And if that's true, I don't know how I feel about that either.
I saw a rumor that one of the people they were talking to didn't like that Reed Richards wasn't going to be like the main focal point of the movie and was kind of trying to back out of the role, or was trying to do changes to the thing. And I'm like,
that was Adam Driver. That was Adam Driver.
Oh yeah, no.
They tried multiple times with him.
Trust him.
Wait, what now?
I said after Black Klansman, can't trust that man.
Oh my god.
Keep driving your spirit trucking like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently he passed it multiple times, and that was one of the main reasons. And there was other people even before him or after Adam Driver that were supposed to be lock-ins. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy that it's not him. But Pedro, like, don't get me wrong, that man's a bag chaser, bro. He already is like in the Disney family with The Mandalorian. He already doing Last of Us with HBO. Bro, if he's really getting this locked in, he the ultimate bag chaser, bro. Like, you can't beat that. You can't beat that, bro. That's triple the bag. And then he's in Gladiator 2. That's also what I'm concerned. I'm like, I don't want them to rush Fantastic Four or anything like that because
at all
starting Thanksgiving. And starting Thanksgiving, they're supposed to resume filming for Gladiator 2, which I didn't even know he was in that movie. So that this man he's booked, bro. He's booked and ready. And Last of Us 2 is supposed to start filming around like January. So, and I know people joke, mid spoilers if you haven't played the games, but
Are they gonna cave his head in with the golf club?
Oh,
I can't wait to play golf.
They are, but it's like I don't know if they're gonna do a lot of flashbacks, dude.
Bogey.
But that's what I'm concerned about them saying. Birdie. That's why I'm kind of concerned about him being locked in, because it's like, bruh, I don't know about this, especially like if you don't know the rest of the cast. Like I got to see what the chemistry dynamic is, and I'm really concerned
that
that
actress better fucking bulk up, or I'm going to riot.
Who?
Oh, we'll get in.
The
we'll
actress
get in
for
that.
Abby.
We'll get in.
Better
that
bulk the fuck up.
We'll get in that in a second.
Yeah, bulk. Yeah.
Well, Pedro Pascal and this Fantastic Four, like they said, like the dude from what's that show to call? It's called The Bear. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Cocaine
it's
Bear?
The Bear, the cooking show. Yeah, cooking show.
Man.
It's very good. Yes.
And if you don't know about that show, he was also Micro in The Punisher. The man behind the chair. So I think it'll be cool for him to be the Thing if that's fully locked in. But that's like been the biggest rumor with that. The Human Torch thing, that's where it's like this may not be it, bro. They talking about Eddie from Stranger Things, and I'm like, no. No.
Eddie?
That's a hard no for me. But I will say there was like some crazy ass news of who's gonna be Galactus.
I did see the
I saw the
old man dude.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Galactus. So that news doesn't bother me because I just don't know the character.
When I put it to you like this, you kind of don't want him to be in your first Fantastic Four movie.
I would be. Oh,
yeah.
That's a bigger villain. They need to be some small.
Yeah,
he's a bigger.
And is Dr. Doom small? Because
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make more movies building that character up.
Like technically, Dr. Doom is both.
So you're gonna introduce him as like the weak Doom, then progress over time, he becomes like that superior being.
I feel like it's just gonna start with like, for you, if you haven't seen Captain Marvel, like, hey, spoilers, but I think we talked about this on the last episode, right?
What, the second one?
Yeah.
With the post-credit scene for Captain Marvel? Yeah,
we talked about it.
It's like they got a whole X-Men universe. It's like, and they're pre-established and all that. They're probably not going to do that. They're probably just going to have the Fantastic Four to be pre-established and all that. We're like, okay, we fought Doom before, Mole Man, Annihilus, this, that, and the third, and all that. So it's like they've probably already fought this dude a couple times. He's just going to come and be him. And that's what I'm here for.
If they fought him, then they would have to use a different villain to introduce to the regular Marvel cast. Because if he ain't shit in that universe, he probably won't be formidable in the current universe.
Well, that's because if I'm being honest, the Fox Fantastic Four, as good as the cast was, and like they got that part down, they didn't really do Doom like how Doom is supposed to be. So
Doom looks like Doom, and he
looks like Doom, but he don't
ain't
like
Doom.
We got Diet Doom pretty much. Like the cast. I hate to say that, but
people like Diet Doom.
Diet Doom.
No, that's like look. The casting is perfect. We rewatched it on King's Stream on Twitch, and like the casting's there. It's just the writing
up anymore. The highlight probably still.
The movie itself isn't even really bad. It's just the writing that they did for Doom.
Yeah,
like
what's topics real quick? Because this is a short episode, bro. Listen, this is the intermission. This is the intermission, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Real episode 19. That's gonna be later down the line. Y'all lucky to have a Thanksgiving episode. I'm keeping it above.
I'm gonna be passed out.
Definitely am.
What she say? Macaroni time,
bruh.
You're sick.
Oh, y'all were talking about Pedro Pascal and Last of Us and the rumor, Caitlin Denver, I think that's her name. She's rumored to be Abby. That's like the lock in. And it's kind of making me mad because people are like, wait a minute. She look exactly like Ellie, like damn near like exactly like her. And it's like, wait a minute, why didn't they cast her, bro? Like, no, don't get me wrong with old girl from Game of Thrones, but listen, she don't look nothing like Abby. I mean
It's
Ellie.
like she did a good job, but you feel like that was a missed opportunity.
A hella missed opportunity. How y'all feeling though? Because I know Wolf said you want Caitlyn to bulk up, and I'm not gonna lie, the way it's looking,
I say
I
if
doubt it.
if when it comes to male actors and their muscular fatigue representing comic characters, not to one, but look at least muscular. I say the same standard should be applied to female characters that are muscular. That's just me.
I,
If you're gonna
I feel like
if the character is muscular and you're gonna do a live action adaptation of that character and not follow what the character looks
fully
like,
commit with the character.
yeah,
I get that. It's just I know something like it's just easier for dudes to gain muscle than it is for women sometimes. Like maybe in terms of upper body and all that. So it's just like they could get on a routine, but it also depends on like how early they get on it and everything. Because if they're gonna start filming in
steroids.
January and she ain't bulking up like at all right now, like not that she's not bulking up, but like she hadn't been started, then it's just kind of going to be a thing. And if they really want to go that far with it, like I would not mind like them doing a prosthetic over her to make her look a little bigger, or her
Oh, that would be
CGI and a
interesting.
little bit of muscles on there. That'd be like it's like, hey, we still get swole
Thor:
actors as
Love and
mothers and all that.
Thunder.
And if it looks good, it looks good. Yeah, like Natalie Portman, how she got a little put me in a chokehold for it. I'm like, I'm cool with that.
She got some cut arms. They made her a little bit taller.
Yeah, Padme wouldn't have died if she was that swole back then. That's all I'm saying. She'd have choked Anakin back.
What would
Padme,
what being
what are
swole
you
would have done
doing?
against Dark Vader? But let's be for real here.
Bobby.
You don't think Darth Vader didn't fought some swole niggas in his time?
Yeah, he swat his full swole X.
Didn't he fight some creature that literally scared the shit out of him in one of those
Yes.
those comics?
It was in one of the Vader comics.
Yeah. I don't know what I just remember seeing like one of those characters. But yeah, with the Abby actress, I would say apply the same standards. The game character was fucking jacked, and the location where they were was like a football stadium, and they had all the fucking protein and the benches in the world.
I'm like Saint said. If I'm being honest, I'm like Saint said.
Just stay
like,
faithful. That's what I say. Just stay faithful.
That's
I've been saying it, Kiki. Like, I would like y'all to like, bro. The best thing about HBO Last of Us that they did, like as far as the first 2 episodes, was it was faithful to the damn game, but then added stuff and changed stuff where it was like, yo, this is perfect. Like, bro, them doing instead of doing a car crash and putting in a plane crash for the opening sequence compared to the game was a 10 times better decision. Also, them showing before the outbreak.
Before what happened.
That is something that we've all been asking. The fans have been asking. Like, we want to see what was the atmosphere like. How did it go down? It's always in any zombie, infected, or like apocalypse kind of shows and movies, especially Resident Evil. Everybody always asks, like, bro, what was it like before? Like Walking Dead, we always ask that, and we never like Fear the Walking Dead. We got it, but as far like the main Walking Dead, you never got it. You never got like a key. You never get what's the cure, and you never get what happened before. So when you see stuff like that, that's perfect. And then you doing stuff from the game where it's like 1-to-1. Like, bro, it was times where Tommy was talking. I was just like, bro, y'all sure this not the actual voice actor? Because
Like, nah, that like
He sounded
I
like
know there was instructed not to play the game, but if that nigga Tommy said fuck them and played the game, I know he did.
so it's like if they go the route with Abby and don't bulk up, and I'm not saying she's got to be crazy like the game did because it's a video game. Like we know it's
Yeah.
just not realistic to. Which I know there's some women that are swole. Like you look at wrestlers like Rhea Ripley and Jay Cargill, or rest in
Shit,
peace
look
to
at fucking
China.
fitness influencers.
Yeah,
Women are
like
jacked.
they're bodybuilders. That's
Yeah.
something that you would think to do, but they didn't want to do that. They want to get somebody talented, like as an actor, and I get it. But at least get them to a really good physique. I'm not saying nothing like Marvel, because come on, bro, that takes
That's
way
slavery.
over. Like that's years in slavery and an insane diet.
Give me some Conan woman.
That's 10 years. That's 10 years of chicken and rice.
Mm. Chicken and rice and fucking grape juice.
Broccoli. Let's move up. That's protein powder straight out the protein pack. I ain't gonna lie. Buckwheat pancakes. Jalen Brown does not have a right hand anymore.
That is crazy.
That's insane. But next topic, Ben.
Might as well have.
This one is kind of funny. Like Kiki, you want to talk about this, bro? You want to introduce this Sentry situation?
No, you can go ahead and do it, bro.
Oh my god, bro. I saw that. Please start it. Start it real quick, please.
Man, so Steven Yeun, Glenn from The Walking Dead, or everybody loves him as Mark, Invincible. He's bringing the top heat.
That voice acting. A1.
A1. And also, if you haven't seen Beef on Netflix, go watch it, bro. That show is insane. He killed it with Ali Wong. But
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
That movie was wild.
And that's what's in the thumbnail.
I have been very curious to watch that show. Now I think I'm gonna watch it. Thank you.
You need to watch it. It's A1 and a perfect ending, like perfect. But yeah, so Steven Yeun had Robert Kirkman, the creator of Invincible and Walking Dead, or co-creator, I should say. Don't want to discredit others. I guess was he doing an interview, Kiki? I'm not sure what the hell he was doing, but he spilled the beans and said that Steven was talking to him about trying on a suit. And he said the colors of the suit, and everybody's like, uh-oh. That confirms a rumor that had been going around. Like, I want to say
it was an interview,
earlier
by
this
the
year.
way. I said I think it was an interview, by the way.
It was an interview. Okay. Yeah, he kind of leaked that and spilled the beans that Steven is already trying on the suit, the Sentry suit, because the Marvel character Sentry is what he would be playing. And it's just like,
Robert Reynolds.
I do like and don't like how they're bringing in the Sentry right now, or going to try to. Because it's like, okay, we get into someone that's extra powerful and stuff, but even then, if they bring him in, are they going to do a solo movie? Is he going to be a part of somebody else's movie? How are they about to do this?
Oh,
wait, he is? Oh, I'm not. Well, my brother was just in my ear because I'm in a Discord with him right now too. He said he's going to be the villain of the Thunderbolts.
Really? That's what they're going for.
If
really?
I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's actually a really good idea because we're going to get Red Hulk and all that too.
I've listened to a person who, this is just rumor, so take it with like less than a fucking grain of salt. But from what I've heard, this guy said from a rumor from fucking either it was a 4chan or Reddit, the ending of the Thunderbolts was going to represent something on the lines of what happened in January 6th. That was the original idea. And I think they scrapped that as of recently, but they were going to do something along the lines of a coup at some Capitol building. The Avengers are called in by Sam. She-Hulk's there. I don't know. I think Miss Marvel's there. Can't remember some of the characters, but they were going to do some sort of January 6th-esque event where the Avengers are called to stop the riots or the people. But that's like I said, take it less than a fucking grain, because you
Yeah, I
don't
don't know
you
about
can't
that.
trust Reddit leaks or 4chan leaks, because they can just be someone trolling, ranting, or whatever, trying to
They're about to
trick
call him
people and
Soldier
whatnot.
Boy, not Captain America.
Oh my goodness! But
Nah,
that was one of the leaks. There's there newer leaks now.
yeah, I don't know too much about Sentry. But I'm looking forward to him just
He's the
because
he is essentially the equivalent of Marvel Superman,
He's that guy.
but
that
he's
guy.
crazy as shit.
Like Homelander crazy or
Like he's he's mental crazy. Like
He's
there's
mental
something
crazy.
mentally there's something mentally wrong with this man.
Split personalities. He is an actual
like
threat to the universe.
Legion
Like worse.
FX, like Professor X's son.
He is a schizophrenic Superman.
Yes, that's the best way I can describe it. Yes.
And also, yeah, I don't know if this is like a for real thing, but I'm pretty sure like if that other personality gets out, I don't think Infinity Stones will do anything to dude. I'm not gonna lie.
He went toe to toe. He was going toe to toe with Hulk in World War Hulk, man.
In World War Hulk, yeah, but I'm talking about the Void.
This makes me even more excited for this. I'm not gonna even lie to you because like I love the actor. Him being in anything live action is pretty cool, and you guys are saying this, I'm all for it.
Oh no, I definitely think he can pull it off.
Now my issue is though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Piggybacking on the his mentality thing. I'm looking at the Marvel description about because the title says his own worst enemy, and it says Sentry battles many foes, but none as powerful as his arch nemesis and darker half, the Void,
The Void,
a malevolent
Yep.
persona who dictates his life to killing as many people as the Sentry rescues. So it's like if I'm gonna save these many people, I gotta kill these many people, and that would be his main villain. And then it mentions Kingpin, Super Skull, and Doctor Doom, and Galactus and stuff.
I'm gonna be so real. If the Void ever get out, that's somebody that's like Thanos, Odin, all them. They ain't doing nothing to him, bro. That's just that guy at that point. Wrap it up. Kill yourself.
I will say though, with all that being said, with everything that's been rumored for Captain America 4, how that all plays out, you know, with Red Hulk and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This shit don't sound good, bro.
No, it doesn't.
I like Red Hulk.
Red Hulk's exciting. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about everything that's like rumored to be going on, and you got the Thunderbolts itself. Just that team is just not it. That's not even the original team. Like I don't know, bro.
You got about 5 super soldiers in them. What for?
Then y'all, yeah, it did, and then you got that whole, it was Eternals end credits. It was a big ass fucking what the hell are they called, bro?
Well, Star Fox?
Celestials? What?
No, canonically he's there's the Eternal situation in the ocean. Then there was the character that was at the end of Eternals, the one with the red suit. I forgot his name, but I think he's related.
Firefox, Thanos' brother.
Yeah, I said Star Fox.
You said Star Fox. I'm like, what?
I knew
it was a
fox. I knew it was a fox. I knew it was a fox, but then there's that character.
Yeah,
my thing when
they were talking about
is like when is I need to know where Eternals takes place on the timeline at this point for nobody to be mentioning this. That's my only thing right now.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because they were talking about like that celestial being in the ocean is supposed to get played in Captain America 4 like in some way, and then everything that's happening with Palestine and whatnot, they scrapped the whole character. That was an Israeli character, if I'm not mistaken, like a super soldier, like their own Captain America.
Yeah, it's a Jewish.
Okay. Now that's getting scrapped. So I don't know what to think, with MCU. So
and then it was like pandemic and all that when all this stuff was like probably be written and all that too.
Yeah,
but It's just a mess right now, but they might be able to like save stuff and land on their feet. Maybe
Yeah,
the
dang.
MCU just got
Holy
hit.
fuck, he just pulled out the torture card.
Hey, has the MCU really been that bad lately, or has it just been hit by the pandemic hard like everybody else? I don't know.
Nah, it's looking bad. But
I think it's both, to be honest.
yeah,
In
it's
some
looking
way,
bad.
in some ways more than others.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out Spider-Man having basically everything be green screen.
But let's talk about this Madam Web before I go, because I'll let you guys do your thing. You know, it's just one of those episodes, bro. Like it wasn't a lot of topics. It wasn't a lot of topics.
We might as well end it after the Madam Web, because that's pretty much all that's been going on for real.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of topics, but I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing, because I did give y'all homework, bro, to bring your own topics. So I know y'all got some heat. Wolf brought in some topics, and I definitely want you to talk about that the Snow White situation, bro, because I don't think you ever did get a full like in-depth conversation about that. So
I think that time has passed.
It's a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that came after it, and
yeah,
a lot of changes.
So I definitely want to hear you talk about that. But
yeah.
This Madam Web stuff, bro.
Okay, so I'll start because I'm very
bro.
like I've always said I'm very casual when it comes to these comic characters, and I always look to Kiki to explain certain things. But with the Madam Web, right? Sony film, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Sony.
So out of the Sony universe, let's say within the 5 years of films, what movie has introduced this character?
Madam Web?
Of Madam Web. Was Madam Web ever mentioned?
Nope.
Before?
No.
So this is a character that's supposed to be like the head figure of the Spider-Verse, right?
Yes.
And yes and no.
And
those
like
Spider
movies
have never mentioned her?
No.
So that could be a problem. You're introducing a character that's supposed to be like the head of that connects all the Spider-Men and women. And you're getting like an origin story when it was never mentioned.
Well,
any question about
then on top of that, Wolf, on top of that, they refuse to go back in time or anything like that to where it makes sense. Instead, they're like, oh no, this is happening in modern day, but it works, right? Like no, that does not work. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And this whole movie is called Madam Web, but quite frankly, she's not Madam Web in this movie.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't know how this is.
I need my Madam Web that's gonna be like, behold.
Well, you're not getting that Madam Web because
you're never getting
Madam Web. They're doing the Julia
Web on her throne. Old
and
shades.
Yeah. I was talking with Saint and the other Ryan, and we basically said if they had done like a passing of the torch movie where like you would have seen the old Madam Web and she's training up the new one, or the old one dies and she takes up the mantle, that would have been better. That would have actually probably been a very decent movie. But
yeah,
and they're also, I don't know if y'all saw that character in that Spider-Man looking suit, but that stuff was garbage for one.
Yeah, I've seen that
Spider Totem
wearing
bullshit.
a suit.
No, that is supposed to be Ezekiel.
Yeah, he
was not even a villain.
Doesn't have a suit.
He's not. Yes, he has like a regular little suit on, like a normal ass suit. No spandex, no nothing.
And he's a Spider-Man-esque character.
Yes, he
Madam Web character.
He
right?
helps Peter. He helps Peter beat Moreland, who beat Moreland in the original comics. But as you can see, they've taken Moreland's character and applied it to Ezekiel, which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah, two different characters.
It doesn't.
Two different characters, two different minds.
Sony. Yeah, so it's as I've been saying. Look, Sony. Look, I say this every time. I don't know when I started saying this, but I guess I'm gonna have to keep saying it to the end of time.
One step forward, 10
Sony
steps
goes
back.
1 step forward and 10 steps back. I don't get. I just don't get it. Like,
Oh my goodness.
and I don't know what they got cooking for Venom 3. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what they got.
Whoever's writing these things are not comic book people.
Well, they're not really. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wolf.
They're not, because if they were comic book lovers, they would understand they should not be writing something like this.
Sony, if I'm being completely honest with you, if it's not like Spider-Man, like Spider-Man, like Peter Parker or Miles, they really don't care. They don't care. They have literally, for Venom, for example, they literally have been trying to get a Venom movie off the ground just strictly for money purposes since 2007.
Yeah, I was about to make a comment like these writers are in it for the money, not in it.
I mean, I can't blame the writers. I gotta blame Sony. They the ones that's wanting to make these movies happen. They just getting a crew together. The crew just doing their job. I can't really be 100%.
Nah, I'm not letting that slide either, bro. These motherfuckers just putting out bullshit that don't have nothing to do with the comics, nothing to do with. It's like, damn, if you don't want to do the comics, that's fine, bro. That's fine. But god damn, you don't do no type of like homework, bro. You don't go to look at any of the shows. You don't go to look at any of the games. You don't go to look at anything for inspiration. Like, y'all just making this stuff up, bro.
My biggest thing is y'all are using Spider-Man-esque characters like Venom. Okay, Venom can work without Spider-Man, but y'all are doing like Craven.
No.
Y'all doing like Craven.
No. Y'all gotta stop saying this, bro. Tyrek tried to say it at the Movie Guys podcast. I'm like, no.
What?
That shit does not work with Venom. How do you make a Venom movie without Spider-Man, bro? These movies are ass.
So Venom will always have to be paired with Spider-Man, in your opinion.
His origin, his origin and his origin, you'd most definitely.
Literally, the most important part about Venom is literally he bonds with Eddie Brock, or if in that case you don't use Eddie Brock, you use any other character you want, but it's because they have that hatred for Spider-Man. In some way, they have some hatred or feel some type of way towards Spider-Man. That's what makes Venom, essentially. It's a little bit of Spider-Man himself and his bad ways that rubbed off on the symbiote, and the symbiote's bad ways that rubbed off on Peter. He separates from the symbiote, and the symbiote hates Peter Parker with a passion, wants revenge.
The symbiote is the combination of hatred towards Peter / Spider-Man.
Yes, with a combination of the new host and their hatred for Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
So that is the symbiote's purpose.
And then that's not including the main issue where this Venom don't move nothing like Venom. Like, he don't got no spider sense, he don't got no webbing. Nigga, it's just the Hulk with just black. It's literally just that.
As my boy
powers.
As my boy Dumami said, only the hatred and anger of Eddie Brock and the symbiote could create Venom, man.
It's ridiculous, man. But
so who's the host in Spider-Man 5 or the second one?
What do you mean? Spider-Man 5? What do you mean?
I meant to say Spider-Man 2, but I said Spider-Man 5 because I was thinking of PlayStation.
Oh,
5.
You mean the game? The game.
Yeah. Who's the host for the symbiote?
Let me put a spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen it, but you know what? We can talk about it. We were supposed to do an episode, but I can do this just 2 minutes, bro. 2 minutes, bro. And I got
just a quick who's the host other than Peter?
The host is Harry Osborn, of course. Heal the World.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. At the end.
Yeah. Basically, Kiki, you break it down way more, brother, because you the Spider-Man sweat, bro.
You disabled piece of shit. I hate you, Osborn.
So basically, Harry is dying from a genetic disease that his mom had.
The Osborn-verse.
And yes, and basically, Norman, him and Dr. Connors and a bunch of Oscorp scientists, they found the suit kind of like how they did in 3, like Spider-Man 3, the 2007, how it falls from a meteor. They find that and they basically take it. That's how Dr. Connors loses his arm in this continuity. They take that and basically Norman just kind of kept it in a lab. And when Harry's like state was getting like kind of like, nah, this nigga's finna he gone. They used the symbiote to try to heal him essentially, and yeah, and they it does work, but Harry has to take it off because Peter gets heavily stabbed by Craven, and in order to save Peter,
not heavily stabbed, Peter died. the symbiote brought him back to life.
yeah. And
it's like Craven won that part, at least. He fucking hunted down Parker.
It wasn't a full adaptation of what, you know, was it the last hunt? I'm having a brain fire right now.
It wasn't like a complete adaptation of Craven's Last Hunt, but it definitely took inspiration in bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much just that.
Okay, so this was Osborn, Harry.
Osborn Curse, yeah. But y'all got any plugs? We'll definitely have a full in-depth episode in the coming weeks. We just wanted to make sure you guys had some content for our listeners on YouTube. Definitely appreciate y'all. Spotify, of course, Apple, all that stuff. But Wolf, you got any plugs, man? Any new videos on TikTok?
I put up just a random video on my TikTok at Woo, WEAUXX, Woo. That's how you say it. It's a Dragon Age Origins. Any Dragon Age fan? It's just a stupid edit that made me laugh, so I might make someone else laugh. That's up on my TikTok.
Kiki, let the people know what the next episode is for your show.
So the next episode for my show, the pod, we're gonna be talking about that 3 Stacks album. Co-host part gonna be Doc. So y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming up real soon.
And I know King dipped off, but go check him out on Twitch at King Kareem 1969. And that nigga got 20 different names, so I don't know, bro. And of course, y'all can check me out on right here on Delay Productions on YouTube. We'll be bringing back the Mortal Kombat stream, sadly. And yeah,
some Omni-Man action.
Yeah, doing some Omni-Man training and get my head beat in. So catch you guys in the next one, man. King.